Hey family, so I have a message here in regards to twin flames. Now, this message may not resonate with every single person, and if it does not resonate with you, then please do not force it to. This is an energy that is specific to those that it's for, okay? So let's go ahead and get into the message. Now, before I get into it, let me just say that this message is going to pertain to what went on during the separation period, or different energies that could have sabotaged things or caused issues within the dynamic that we may have been unaware of. Now, although we may have done some things that may have caused problems in the past, those problems do not define us. They do not define who we are now. And every mistake is a learning experience. And when we can learn from our mistakes and not make them again, it makes a world of a difference. So let's go ahead and go into this message. Now let us begin the message. The love that flowed between the divine masculine and the divine feminine, whichever one you are, the love that flowed between you and your divine counterpart flowed well. It was only until, it was only until one pushed too hard that things fell off balance. It's a balance here for the divine feminine to be in their divine feminine energy and to receive, but also to give from a feminine space and energy, and to let the divine masculine to give from the masculine's place and receive from, to give and receive from the masculine energy. When we throw off the balance and try to play both roles, as if the divine feminine is trying to wear the pants in the situation because the divine feminine is too much in their masculine energy, it in a way makes the divine masculine, if your divine masculine is a male, it would make the divine masculine feel less of a man. Or if there is a woman that is within the divine masculine energy, it will make that one feel less in their power, less in their energy. So a divine masculine wants to be able to be that masculine, just like the feminine wants to be the feminine. If we both give each other the space to be our specific role, and it is done in a healthy, loving, respectful, loyal, empathetic, compassionate, and cooperative way, then that creates a sense of peace, harmony, and balance within the connection. That Four of Wands, that twin flame card in tarot, talks about that balance, talks about that harmony, that love between both counterparts. Now, how to learn how to live and embody both energies within yourself and in a relationship or marriage is this. As you are whole already with the balance of both masculine and feminine energies, then when you come together, you can lean more into whichever energy of the role you play. If you are the divine feminine, you can lean more into your feminine energy when you're with your divine masculine. If you are the divine masculine, you can lean more into your divine masculine energy as you are the masculine and your counterpart is the feminine. It's about having the space to be in the energy of how you show up in the relationship. Okay, the divine feminine wants the space to be in that divine feminine energy, as well as the divine masculine wants to have the space to be the divine masculine and be in that divine masculine energy. When you become balanced with both masculine and feminine energies in your own soul, you can enter into a relationship or marriage from a place of wholeness. From that place of wholeness, you are able to remain balanced in your relationship or marriage when you embody more of the energy you need to be while your partner embodies the opposite energy. When the divine masculine is in their masculine energy and the divine feminine is in their feminine energy, both are giving an equal give and take. The masculine is able to be in their masculine energy securely, and so is the feminine securely in their feminine energy. That security is potent for a relationship or marriage. When both feel secure, both are comfortable, both are confident in themselves, both have full trust in themselves and their partner. This is due to both partners entering a marriage or relationship from a place of strength and from a place of wholeness within themselves. They are adding to each other's life in all areas. A question to ask yourself: am I trying to embody both energies or just one? This meaning, when you enter a relationship, are you trying to play both roles to where the other person is unable to play their role? Or are you playing just one role, the role that you need to play? Trying to embody and play the role of both energies when the situation does not require you to will cause problems. Insecurities will arise. Resentment begins to surface, and this can cause people to pull away. Remember to keep calm and relax. When one pulls away, be calm, relax, peace, be still, let people be. Do not try to push and do not try to do everything. Allow your partner to take the lead at times. Divine feminines on this journey could have been, or divine masculines, could have been unknown. Okay, actually, let me take that back. Divine feminines on this journey could have been unknowingly been too much in their masculine energy without realizing it. Divine feminine had to play the role of the feminine and the masculine in their life due to their environment and circumstances. This was a role that divine feminines had gotten so used to being in their own life that when they entered a relationship, they were in their feminine energy, but also at the same time trying to operate and take the lead in the situation as the masculine. The divine feminine, they were unknowingly creating an imbalance in the connection, which caused the counterpart to pull away or run. Now, listen, this is not the only reason why a divine masculine will run. There could be several different reasons as to why they run. This is talking about one reason. Knowing this reason and learning this lesson now, if you are still in separation with your twin flame, learning this lesson now, when you both come into union, because you will come into union, you will learn from that mistake to not make this mistake again and not go into repetitive cycles and do things differently. As we continue the word, the masculine would go to a space. Whenever the masculine would run, the masculine would go to a space that may or may not have involved other people in order to make them feel that they were in their masculine energy in whatever way that looked, whether that was going to other people for lust or going to people that they had more power or control over because of money, or whatever the case was. They would go to a space or an environment or a person or people that would make them feel that power again. Because what they had to learn in that situation was to not allow someone else to not run when someone else was more so taking the lead, but for them to step up and lead. Sometimes what happens, divine feminines, is the divine masculine came across a person that it's like they met their match, someone that was just as strong as them, to a point where when the divine feminine was in their masculine energy, it was a little intimidating because they were seeing that this person was in their masculine energy just a little bit, maybe just a little bit better than they were, because some divine masculines were unhealed and they were wounded, and they would utilize things such as money, status, power, or lust or sexual intimacy in order to feel that masculine energy power. And they would have to look for it externally, while the divine feminine had this energy and embodied this energy from in a more grounded place internally. This invoked a lot of insecurities in the divine masculine because they did not feel very secure within their masculine energy internally. So they relied on external things. And when they came across their divine feminine that was very solid and secure within their energies, it made them feel inadequate because they were coming from a place of internal strength, while the masculine saw that they didn't have that same internal strength. They relied on the external strength, which is why when insecurities arise and things get uncomfortable, they flee and they run to something that can give them that power. Instead of standing up and facing something that was a challenge, they ran back to something that they knew that they could win. It's like life is like a game. And instead of them advancing to the next level, they went back to the level that they won several times because they know they could win that level. And yes, you can go ahead and win that level multiple times, but the true test is how you go against things that challenge you. Are you going to face the challenge or run from the challenge? There were moments where they were running from their challenges. The masculine was also wounded and not feeling in their masculine energy. And this triggered a deep wound in them. Instead of confronting that wound, they looked for ways to distract themselves in activities that fueled that masculine energy. They looked externally for this fulfillment because they had trouble finding it internally. They had deep wounds, just like the feminine had deep wounds. Both were unknowingly triggering each other into a healing process because around each other, those wounds were bold and present. The uncomfortability of feeling those triggers around your counterpart is another reason for one partner to run or to pull away. My divine feminine or my divine masculine, whoever it is listening to this, do not for 1 second think you are too much. You are not too much. It was not you that was too much. It was their own wounds coming up that were too much for them to handle. You were that light in that mirror, revealing to them what they needed to heal. You shed light on what was already there. Instead of coming into the light to heal, they went back into the darkness to hide to where it was more comfortable. And coming to the light, they would confront those wounds, address those triggers, learn from them, and with the wisdom, gain insight and a new perspective on themselves and their life as a whole. When they come out to the light and address those wounds, they will be able to see clearly what they are doing to themselves in their own life. Thus, they'll be able to see what they are also doing to others in their lives. They'll be able to see any hurt or pain that they are inflicting on someone else. A lot of times these counterparts were so wounded, so triggered, and unable to face their own pain that it's like they had rose-colored glasses on. They were not able to see past their own pain to see what was really going on. Sometimes their vision can be so foggy and blurry because they cannot see past their own pain, that they do not see the hurt they inflict on others from their actions. They were moving from an unhealed place. Please forgive them, for they know not what they do. that concludes this word, family. I really hope that this message helped you. I hope that this message resonated in any type of way, shape, or form. I hope this brought you the clarity that you were searching for. And please subscribe to my channel so you can see more messages and more talk about, twin flames as we go throughout this journey together. I love you, family. Have a good one.